Hi, good evening. My name is John Beard. I am currently a vice president within a Fortune 100 company. I'm a compliance manager. I manage a team of other compliance managers who supervise the trading activity of slightly over 1 million accounts, 600 of advisors, and we supervise the trading activity of about $80 billion in assets. Um, the Strength Finders revealed that my greatest strengths, relator, significance, communication, achiever, and deliberative. Although I personally feel that all these are accurate in describing my strengths, I feel that the strongest of the two are the achiever and the relator. Achiever, people that are talented as the achiever theme have a great deal of stamina and work hard, and they take great satisfaction from being busy and productive. If you asked peers or direct reports or senior management, what I lack in sometimes in polish and skill, I make up in hard work. And then as a relator, is they enjoy close relationships with others, and that truly describes me. I have more of a probably personal relationship with my team, as I want to get to know them. I don't want to make it just a very stale or cold office environment. I tend to or intend to build on these strengths that have been identified by being more self-aware of both not only the strengths but also weaknesses that I have. As I believe that knowing both parts of this, the weaknesses and the strengths, are critical to being a leader and to leadership. I plan on using the information to further develop or improve upon my strengths to ensure that I continue, that my strengths are grow further, that I nurture them, but without sacrificing development areas on my weaknesses. Action steps that I'm going to take as an achiever. One of this would be to obtain different additional certification and education. Last year, I started this endeavor of working towards my MBA. Not that it was a job requirement; it was something I personally wanted to complete. Obviously, it will help within my career, but it was truly a self-fulfilling goal of mine. And then also to make sure that I partner with other hard workers that are achievers. And I've developed a team of 6 people who are overachievers, and they are very, very hard workers. The relator, I need to reach out to people within my company to mentor. Prior to this position, I was a sales manager, and I can look around the floor now and see probably half the management team within our line of business. Either I trained when I was a corporate trainer, I mentored when I was an advisor, or I directly supervised as a sales manager, or as a compliance manager, and they're all in different levels of management, doing leadership roles. And then also to make sure that I get to know other people, extend the relationships outside the office. I have a relationship with a peer who was an advisor when I was an advisor. He was a sales manager when I was a sales manager. And we have taken that outside the office. He and I spent just a couple weeks ago running at the Disney Marathon, and we both completed it. So outside the office, we continue to build our relationship and nurture that. Concepts from the course that I found to be the most useful: how perception is the key to understanding individual differences through cultures and abilities and personalities and experiences, and also understanding how to motivate employees and how commitment and motivation can be increased by managing employee behavior attributions. Probably the biggest one I'm going to take away from this: motivating poorly performing employees. I haven't had that experience recently, but as a sales manager, we had daily goals and weekly goals and monthly goals and quarterly goals and year-over-year goals. But you didn't have a lot of time from quarter to quarter to really kind of work on getting those people moved up. So taking a step or a play from the playbook of Jack Welch method from GE, you don't move them up, you move them out, unfortunately, at times. So you have your categorized A, B, and C. If they were C employees, you couldn't make them B employees. You manage them out. So it was more about not motivating poorly performing employees. It was about managing them out. So I will definitely take away motivating poorly performing employees from this course, probably more so than anything else. I believe that the method of motivation that to be the most effective, there's a two-part answer to this. From a personal perspective, I believe in self-efficiency theory. However, from a leadership perspective, I firmly believe in the management by objectives, as it gives clear and concise, the tangible, obtainable, and measurable goals. Coupled with that, management by objectives, the MBOs, can be managed both up and down. So I think that's really important. Leadership is about influence, and I feel that this is what fits my approach to obtaining the highest level of performance. I don't believe that you can't, if you're unable to influence change by failing to influence direct reports or peers or senior management, you can't influence them, you can't influence the change, you can't motivate those people. So I believe that the influence and negotiation are the most critical skills a leader has to have in order for team leadership and continuity. Lastly, in closing, to overcome resistance to change in my own organization, I would want to first identify why the resistance. What is the catalyst behind it? I would listen to both direct reports and senior management, and then I would come up with an action plan to obtain buy-in, attempt to measure the success, and lead by example. I hope that you found this useful and helpful in knowing a little more about me. I want to thank you for listening to me. I look forward to reflecting back on this in a year or two and see how things have progressed in my own career. And lastly, I want to thank fellow students sharing your experiences with me throughout the corporate MBA program, and to the faculty and staff, the professors, for your leadership and guidance as we complete this journey. Thank you very much.